Hey guys, it's Tanya here. So I'm going to be starting a new segment of videos called Tanya Talks. Basically, every week I'm going to try and take a section of makeup, high-end or drugstore, or combine them into one depending on how many products I have for that section, and talk about how to use that product, some good brands and products within that area, and give you guys some information on that product. So today's topic is going to be high-end bronzers. This is definitely a topic that, as summer is, in the middle and we are finally starting to get some sun here in Vancouver, I have definitely been wearing bronzer more than normal. So I really wanted to kind of have this video to talk about, and then probably in the next couple days, I'm going to film the sequel to this, which is the drugstore bronzer video, because I have a ton of drugstore bronzers that I love and really want to show you guys. So let's start with bronzer brushes. So first off, there are many different bronzer brushes, and lots of people use bronzer in different ways. So I'm just going to go over some basic bronzer brushes. So you can use many different styles of bronzer brushes. These are just some examples. This is actually a contour brush, this one. It's used mostly to do the hollows of your cheeks, but you can use it to do the temple area and along the jawline. This is a more typical bronzer brush, really round, very dense, lots of fibers. This is the blush brush, but can also be used for bronzer. And then these are my favorite bronzer brushes. These are duo fiber brushes. This one is from Quo, and as you can see, it is quite a bit bigger than my one from Sigma. These are great for all over face bronzer, so you can just apply the color to your all over face if you would like to do that. And this is the F50 from Sigma, and this is probably one of my favorite bronzer brushes. This is my go-to bronzer brush. Tips and tricks for applying bronzer are simple. It depends on the look that you're going for. If you want your whole face to look bronzed, you would apply the color to your brush, and then you would just all over your face in the areas that you want to be bronzed, which is generally, so temples, under your cheekbone, in the hollows of your cheek, along your jawline, and then your chest and your neck. Some people also like to sweep it over their nose. It's personal preference. It's kind of where the sun would hit your face, essentially. I would not recommend applying too much bronzer to your face. It makes you look overly tan, and that's not a good look for anybody. As far as products for bronzer goes, there are so many different products on the market. We're just going to deal with high-end ones today. And my favorite cream high-end bronzer is South Beach from NARS. It looks like this. It's just a multiple. You pull it up in the multiple stick. I'm going to swatch it for you. It's a really nice, more of a soft peachy color, I would say. A lot of people use this as a blush, which is fine. I find it to be a really pretty, because it's kind of a peachy brown. I find it to be a really pretty bronzer. NARS is also known for Laguna, which is everyone's, cult bronzer. Everybody talks about it. I can't use Laguna. I just find that I am too pale for it. No matter how I wear it, it does not look good. So I prefer to use something like South Beach with a little bit more of a peachy shade to it than just a straight brown. Hoola by Benefit is one of my all-time favorite contour colors. Now, you've heard me use that word already once in this video. This is a contouring brush. It is for the hollows of your cheeks. When I am in the fall and I'm trying to add a little color to my face but not make it look like I've been in the sun, I will use a matte bronzer like Hoola, no shimmer, no sheen, and I will apply it mostly to the contouring area of my face as well as up and into the temple. I will not apply it all over, just there to apply some color and definition to my face. So Hoola is a great bronzer for that because it literally has no shimmer and no sheen in it. As far as summer goes, some of my favorite bronzers for summer are simple. The Tarte Park Avenue Princess is one of my favorites. This is an Amazonian clay bronzer. I'm not going to swatch all of these for you. I just did a huge swatch video. On my blog, so I will link that below and you guys can go check out swatches for all these. But this is a gorgeous browny gold color. I love this in the summer. I also have really come to like this Cargo water resistant bronzer. Cargo doesn't label their bronzers, so that's what that one looks like. Again, another one I've really been going to this summer. Urban Decay Baked Bronzer in the color Baked has been a staple of mine for a while now. I really am liking this. This is definitely more on the shimmery side, so if you don't like shimmery bronzers, this might not be for you. And then there are 3 from MAC that came out in the Hey Sailor collection, and I don't normally do this. I don't normally talk about anything that's limited edition just because I think it's unfair because you can't go and purchase this now. So let's talk about the Pro Longwear Bronzing Powder, which I have in Nude on Board. This is probably the closest to the shade range that I should be in. It's not too yellow, it's not too orange, it's just kind of in the middle and very, very little shimmer, like the tiniest little bit of shimmer in this. So that has definitely been one that I've been going to a lot. But they also came out with two really other awesome shades. This is just the regular bronzing powder, Soft Sand and Refined Golden. Now you would think Refined Golden is just way too dark and you know you can't wear it. So I'm going to swatch it for you. It gives you the most subtle brown color I've ever seen. I'm just in love with Refined Golden. So if you can get your hands on this or you did pick this up, I just think this is one of the most amazing bronzers for summer. The only issue I have with Nude or Soft Sand is that I find it to be a little bit light. You have to really kind of pack it on. And I'm really fair, so for anything to be light on me, like that's 3 swatches there. It's this top one here. So yeah, Refined Golden looks really dark, but in actuality, it is just a really pretty bronzy color. It applies smoothly. It has really nice shimmer in it. And I find it can be worn on almost every skin tone. So that is Refined Golden. So there's my tips and tricks for bronzers, how to apply them, and some of my favorite high-end bronzers in general. Stay tuned for my drugstore bronzer video because that'll be coming up shortly, as well as an IMATS Vancouver haul. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and staying with me while I get through this growing process. There are some other personal things going on in my life right now that are taking my time away from my passion, and it is so frustrating, but hopefully those will be dealt with sooner rather than later. Have a great day. Hope you and your family are happy and healthy.